Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dev Joshi and I'm a BTech Computer Science and Engineering graduate, and I'm currently working as a developer in a tech company. So today's video is about functions in Python and we'll be discussing that in a bit. But before we do so, um, let's check out the comments of the previous video. So this is my mother, by the way. She's saying very nice, so I'll take that as a compliment. And this is Rudra Patel 7Y. He says, great teaching style. Thanks for making learning easy. Here's the answer for answer for the question. So what a format is, basically do the whatever teaching is, whatever the video is about. Then I give some sort of code challenge at the end of the video, like whatever is loading here. So I guess they have given me the solution for this code challenge here. Let's try this out. I have my VS Code open. Let's trying out whatever I need to try out. Let's do this. Copy this. Paste this here. Clear this up. And we'll run this. Okay. Okay. So the question was that you are a college administrator or something like that, and you have to analyze the sets of students in coding club and the design club, and you had to do stuff like find out what students are in both clubs, find students only in the coding club, only in the design club, and all the students, count total unique students. So yeah, I guess they have done this, like both clubs be yeah, sure, that works. And reviews, and which means the union of both the sets. Only coding means that only the unique for coding club. Only design means unique to the design club. All students basically means all the overall students we have. Okay, so all students is yeah, I guess that's correct. I don't think I have any problem with this. Yeah, good work. Keep it up. Okay, moving on to functions, because I don't wanna. Anyways, you can subscribe if you want. Also, if you're subscribing, I'm sure you like the video. Leave a like to the video as well. Okay, so we were talking about functions, and functions are basically blocks of code which we can reuse as many times as we want. And like, we'll just take a look at the definition so that I don't make stuff up. Okay, so named block of code that performs a specific task is what the definition is for a function, or we can also call it as a reusable set of instructions which you can use whenever you need that task done. I'll take the example of a classroom, let's say, and my bad. Okay, classroom. And in this classroom we have, let's say, 30 students. And these 30 students go through 5 different subjects. So if I want to calculate the total marks of all the subjects, what would happen is we'll have to make the sum, like we'll have to write the addition code about let's say 13 to 5 times, which would be 150 times, I guess. 150 times would be case for this. Like you have to write science plus math plus, let's say, English plus Hindi plus let's say, yes, we'll have to write this exact thing about 150 times. But you can sort of just put it in a function and it would do it for you. So let's say we have a function, and in this we have these subjects as parameters. SMH, yes, and we'll just add all of these and return out the sum of the whatever we have here. So that would make this code reusable. Like we can just put like this and it would give us the output which we require. Using, I'm sure it is, but let's take a look at the syntax for this and hopefully it makes things easier. Okay, why do we need functions? We have discussed that just now. Also, it improves the code readability. So yeah, let's take a look at the syntax. So for defining the function, we use def keyword and then we write the function's name. We write the parameters or we do not write the parameters, depends on how the function works. And this is all the calculations and stuff which we need to do inside the function. Okay, let's try that out now because we are now quite aware of the syntax for this. So let's say we have a student which has 49 marks in math, English he has 40 marks, science he has 30 marks, what Hindi he has about, let's say, 45 marks, and yes, computer science is good scope. Apparently he has 50 marks in that. So there's a good convention that we should declare our functions at the top of the program. So I'll do that as well. Calculate marks, call it. We'll write math, English, science, Hindi, call it Hind, and see. The parameter names can be anything, but we are just taking it this way. Let's take out total equals math plus English plus science plus Hindi plus CS, and we'll return this out. Okay, now what would happen is it would calculate all this for us and it would give out the whatever output we are needing. Let's say total equals we'll call the function here and we'll put all these here: math, science, math, English, science, Hindi, and CS. Yeah, we have to put all these in a specific order, like it would follow this exact order. And now we can print out the total. For now we are just adding things up, so the order doesn't matter in this case, but it would matter if we are going for something bigger than this. Try it out and clear this and we'll run this. Okay, so the total is 214 out of, I don't know, 50 into 5 would be 250. So the student is scoring 214 marks out of 250, which is, yes, good enough. Maybe depends on the school. Okay, so yeah, that's the syntax, and this is the anatomy which we just discussed: the def keyword, the function name, and the parameters. I explained that clarity. Thing is some usage examples. Let's make these. I was looking for the formula here. Let's take a look at what we can do here. Let's start with the great one. So this, not fleet, this, and something like this. Now what we'll do is we'll just call the function. Yeah, calling, forgot to discuss that. So when we are declaring a function here, some parameters, it would return something out. To execute this block of code, we need to call it from the main code which we have. If I call func here, then it would take you back to these lines to execute this code, and then it would start from this line again. Yeah, that's calling a function. So we'll be calling greet now. Because we are returning a text thing, like we are returning something out, so we'll be calling it this way. Let's call greet. I'll show you what I mean by not calling it this way. It's giving out hello, but if I do this, then it won't work like it does, like it's supposed to do. I mean, like it prints out hello and then it prints out none, because we are not returning anything out. This hello is because the function was called and it executed this line and it gave out the output. But if we had this is a bad practice to do, because it's quite confusing. Whatever output we want, we can just return it out, and we can store it in a variable or something, and we can just print it out. In this case, I'm not storing anything in the variables, but yeah, this is how it works. Now let's try with some parameter. Let's say name, and we would do hello plus name, and here let's put my name, and we'll run this code. Yeah, so that's how parameters work basically. And now I guess it should be clear how functions are working here. Now let's take something complicated than this. I'll close this, and let's make a function to convert from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit, and vice versa. We'll be making both of the functions. So let's call it C to F parameter, and this, let's say we take C. So for this, we'll be needing the formula. I actually forgot the formula for this. So we have this formula for converting degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. We'll be following that. So let's say we have F equals C plus or multiplied by 9/5, and we'll add 32 to that. And what we'll do is we'll return F. Now let's try. Now let's try with my bad. Again, my bad. Okay, now let's try calling the function. What we'll do is we'll use print again. We'll say we put 0 here. Yeah, I have a converter here, and 0 means 32 in Fahrenheit. If our result matches this, then we should be good to go. Okay, it gives out 32, which is exactly the answer which we needed. So I guess it's working perfectly fine. Now let's try with F2C, and we'll take F as the parameter here. And what we'll do is C equals F minus 32 to 9/5, 5/9, I guess. 5/9. That should be good enough, I guess. What we'll do is we'll the exact opposite of this. T2 here, F2C here. That the output should be 0. 32 and 0 should be both our outputs in this case. Okay, we are getting none. Okay, we are not returning anything out yet. That's a good mistake I do often. Okay, let's try it out now. Okay, that's perfect. It works perfectly fine. I guess that's the thing I had to cover in this video. So the next thing I'll be showing should be the code challenge. Okay, that is the code challenge. And for this video, we are having multiple code challenges. Two. That's a lot, I guess. I mean, for practice. We have to make a function, a smart multiply or add. It takes two parameters A and B that multiplies two numbers. But if the product is bigger than 1000, then it would return the sum instead. It would use if else statements as well, and yeah, I guess it's a good practice question. Next step is write cheer up function, and it would take two parameters, which is text and enthusiasm level. Where enthusiasm level is a number, the function returns a text plus in uppercase plus number exclamation marks for how many whatever we have the enthusiasm level, plus maybe a smiley. One is optional, but you can do it whatever you like. So yeah, that's all I had in this video, and I'm sure you like this video so far because you're watching till the end. So please don't forget to leave a subscribe. Next video should be file error handling or file handling, one of those. We'll cover that in the next video. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and have fun.